Hi guys. So it's cold and dreary outside today, so I was working on a few projects that I have been slowly making progress on. And since I can't be out in the garden today, I thought I would share these with you guys. So I have been making bee houses because I knew I was going to do that. I love my mason bees. They are solitary bees. I do not have beehives. I don't do, honey bees or anything like that. But I want to make more places for my solitary bees. This is a shelf that, if you can see, it says Target, but I actually picked this up at the Goodwill. And it was about $2.99. It's wood, but it does have a veneer on it. And it's just a little shelf. It has the little hook back here already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of wood to cover the back of it. And I have been using just regular toilet paper rolls. I usually throw all these guys in my compost, or I'll start plants in them. But I've been saving them to do these bee houses. I also had just regular shopping bags, the paper bags. Sometimes when you go and buy shoes and things like that, they give you the paper bags with the handles on them. So I was saving those, and I cut those into strips, and I simply just took a larger size pencil and I rolled the pencil up inside of it, glued the edge, and made the straws for the bee house. But it takes quite a while when you're kind of waiting on supplies that you don't have to pay for. And I ran out of the paper bags. I was using some of the wrapping that I have for packages that I send off, the plain brown wrappers. I was using that also. And finally, I just went ahead and broke down, and I went on Amazon and I bought bee tubes. These tubes were $16. They are 6 inches long. It's also the same paper material. They're cuttable, they're eco-friendly, and they're biodegradable. And as you can see, they're the same. They're just paper straws. I think this was 100 or 150. So yeah, it was about $16. And you can order different sizes, different packs, different companies. But you can also buy bee houses. I do have a couple that I bought. But I actually wanted to make one myself. I thought it would be a good project. And it's my way of adding my own signature onto my garden instead of just buying things from the store and putting it out there. So I'm going to work on that a little bit today. I also picked these little metal corrugated little steel pieces from the Dollar Tree because this is a shelf, so it is made for indoors, and I have to waterproof it. So I'm just going to use a little construction adhesive, or maybe even screw it on there, and have another one in the back that I have to go and get, and just to waterproof it so that when I hang it outside I don't have to worry about it getting rained on or anything like that. So I did use the toilet paper rolls to make a couple of the straws. It's not as easy to do it with those as it is with the paper, but it's not hard either. But mostly I'm using the toilet paper holders just to hold the straws in place. Because you don't want them moving all around, blowing with the wind or anything like that. So I just placed them in here just so that they could hold the straws in place. Once I cut the rest of those straws, I'm going to go ahead and fill in all the rest of these holes and then some of the cracks that I have around the edges, just so these guys aren't moving around in there. This isn't a hard project. You can use any type of paper. I just chose to use what I had laying around because, like I said, I wasn't utilizing them. I was either going to throw them in the compost or just throw them in the recyclable. But you can use any type of paper. You can use newspaper. You can use your old bills, letters, anything. And all you do is cut it to the size that you want, to the strips that you want, and roll it up. Make sure that you can at least fit a pencil inside. It has to have enough space for the bee to actually enter in. If you don't have a backing to your house. All you need to do is squeeze the back of the tube and flip it over to close it, because the back does need to be closed. And then you just want to sit your house out in a place where it will actually be facing the morning sun, but that it is also sheltered from the rain, and hopefully in an area where it's sheltered from predators that will go in and go after the little bee larvae. These are not honeybees. They will not make honey for you. These are your worker bees that are out there in your garden, you know, pollinating all of your plants. So to me, they are free labor. They are worth their weight in gold. And I do everything that I can to protect them in my garden. I don't let anybody swipe at them. You better run before you swipe at a bee in my garden. And yeah, they're all welcome. I don't care what size bee it is. They are all welcome out there. I haven't even opened these guys yet. Let's see. A lot of tape, especially since they came in a box. But yeah, they're pretty much just like the little paper towel rolls, a little thicker, probably about the consistency of the rolls that are inside of things like foil or, you know, wax paper. Just smaller, and like I said, about the size of an opening for a pencil. And these are cuttable. You cut them to whatever length you need. And they're a little bit longer than the house that I'm using, so I am going to have to cut them back some. But that should be easy. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and fill all of that in. All right, fam, I've been working on this bee house for quite some time now, and I need to go ahead and get it done. So today I'm going to be putting the back on it. So if you remember, I was showing you guys all of the little straws. I cut all of the straws to size, and I took all of the toilet paper rolls and the paper towel rolls, and I actually glued them together. So this is now one piece. But I am going to remove this so that I can put the back on here. So as you can see, it moves as one piece now. So I won't have them all just kind of flopping around in the wind. I needed something to go on the back to close that off, and I didn't want it too thick. I didn't want a huge piece of wood back there. So what I did is, can you guys guess what this is? Do you guys remember these? This was a clipboard. So I ended up just tracing the shape of the shelf and used a circular saw and just cut out the shape of the back. So it's nice and thin, it's sturdy, it's not going to be easy for another insect to just kind of tunnel through it and get in through the back, hopefully. And I'm going to be attaching that today. All right, you guys remember this had the little hook back here at the hanger for it to hang on the wall. So I did have to remove that because it's the only way that I can make this fit on here. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and put that back on there so that it will be able to hang. So I'm just going to add this on here with finishing nails. If I can get the right angle. I think that's it. So I'm just going to use some finishing nails and tap this back on here. So these are just some little tiny thin nails that I used on another project. And they were too short for the project I was doing. And I ended up just pulling them out. But now I'm going to repurpose them into this project.
You did.
I don't.
It's under you.
Is it?
Why are you doing that? We will remember.
Bees need a house. So I'm going to make a house for the bees.
I saw plankton.
You didn't see
I'm trying to help you.
You trying to help me by pulling up my grass?
I'm trying to help you put it in here.
Alright guys, so as you can see, the back is on. Nice and sturdy. I even put the hook back up there, or should I say the bracket. And now I'm going to see if I can get the roof on here. So I'm going to use the E6000 glue to attach the metal panels onto the roof. I haven't used this in years. I did get industrial strength, so hopefully this is going to hold the roof on there without an issue. It is just like a glue, it's just a really strong glue, so all I'm going to do is glue those panels on there. So because these panels do have that waffling on them, I didn't want any, huge gaps in there, so I did put a nice amount on there so that this can just sit in there, make sure it gets in the grooves, and it actually adheres. I am gluing the roof panels on here.
What did you say?
I am gluing the roof panels on here.
Are you making a house for a bird?
For bees. Alright guys, so while I'm waiting for that to adhere, I used painter's tape to hold it in place up top. I got the kids over there running through the sprinklers, so I'm going to go pay some attention to them while this is setting, and I'll be back shortly. All right, family, as you can see, the bee house is done. I am going to cut more sticks, debris, things from out here in the garden to fill in a lot of those little gaps in there, for the simple fact that we have a lot of spiders. We have a lot of spiders out here, and this dry heat brings them all out. So every morning I come out and I take a piece of bamboo and I'm walking through the garden just knocking down spider webs. The kids have been out here helping me also every morning, just knocking down these spider webs. Every day I come back and they are back again. Well, some spiders are actually enemies of bees. I think it is a jumping spider, and I know there's another one that is an enemy of the bees. They will get in there and eat their babies. So like I said, I do want to try to protect it from there as much as I can, but I can't be a mama bear when it comes to nature. I have to let nature do its thing. So, but like I said, I will be closing off, not closing, but just filling in a lot of those spaces with sticks as time goes by. I don't expect any activity in this house except for spiders up until the fall. I think when fall hits or when the weather starts to cool, that's when I'll start seeing a little bit of activity here. All right, family, that's it for today. I do need to make a few minor adjustments. As you can see, it is leaning forward a little bit. So I'm just gonna knock that nail in a little bit to make it, you know, lay a little more flush up against this 2x4. But on the same note, I never did fix the compost bin, so it's also leaning still too. But that's another thing. I'll get to that later. All right, so if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who might want to make a bee house or an insect house to house the pollinators in your garden, you know, go ahead and share this video with them. If you haven't done so already, join the family. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload videos. I try to upload every Wednesday and Sunday, but it doesn't always work out that way. I do get a little busy, hence the name. But until then, you guys stay blessed. If you're, you know, tuning in from somewhere out of the country, somewhere way far away in another state, or, you know, even another continent, you know, just go ahead and say hi down below. Let me know where you're saying hello from. I always say hi back. And until then, you guys stay blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.